Hey, MisterClash here with another 3-star attack replay. Today we're having a look at the healed P.E.K.K.A version of HGHB. This is a bowlers in the clan castle and you're bringing P.E.K.K.As instead of giants. And the benefit of the P.E.K.K.As is that they of course have a lot more HP than the giants do. Yes, they do take up a lot of space. He's got 3 P.E.K.K.As, which is 75 space, which would be like bringing in 15 giants. So there is that to consider as well. But they do a lot of damage once they get in. They're hard to kill. And basically under rage, they also take out the enemy's heroes under rage. So the giants don't do that. So here you can see creating a nice wide funnel. You don't need wall breakers when you're bringing the P.E.K.K.As in. You create the funnel, then you let the P.E.K.K.As come into the wall like following little breadcrumbs. They went from one to the other, a few hits of the wall, the bowlers can come in, and that's it. They'll start to rage over the wall, take out the weapons. You have the clan castle coming out, a couple of poisons on those. You've got a couple of rages. Here goes the second rage. So it rages the P.E.K.K.As and it rages the bowls. Now he does have a Town Hall 10 CC, so there was a giant in it. And he does have 5 extra space. So he is bringing 1 extra hog than a Town Hall 9 would normally bring. So if you just forget those particular things, he does have the same spell amounts as a Town Hall 9 does. And otherwise, of course, he's got max heroes for a Town Hall 9, so consider that as well in terms of how much damage is your queen doing, how much damage is the king doing when he's bashing through a wall or trying to bash on things. Now, the healer's only just getting taken out now by that other air defense, but the hogs have already gone in. Bowlers have come down to the south, so they're basically taking out a lot of trash. They just wander around, do whatever. Still got the P.E.K.K.As up. All 3 P.E.K.K.As are still up. The hogs are still up, and that's the end of this base. Now we'll just let the cleanup take place and then we'll watch the attack again. Now the thing with the P.E.K.K.As, the reason that the P.E.K.K.As have a little bit of an advantage over the giants is if they need to get through a wall, bang, they go through a wall. They're not bothered by spring traps, so you're not going to lose them to spring traps. The only thing that I don't really like too much about HGHB in general is that once the attack kind of starts, you don't know where they're going to go. Raged bowlers and raged P.E.K.K.As just seem to have a mind of their own. You can't predict their pathing 100%. So you kind of have to, you might sometimes need to be adaptive with where you're going to put your hogs down. Because maybe they go south, maybe they go north. If a spring trap pops, then that tends to draw if a skelly trap spot pops, that tends to draw the P.E.K.K.As over to the skeleton, then it might draw them away from somewhere else entirely. The Valkyries suffer the same things. Sometimes a skelly trap can draw the Valkyries away from where you want them to go. But you'll see here how he's creating the wide funnel, but making sure to leave those 2 things in the middle so that the P.E.K.K.As will go from one to the other and then into the wall. And they can't be killed because the healer's giving full heal to the 3 P.E.K.K.As. So it doesn't matter what's going on with the P.E.K.K.As, they're not going to be killed. And once the king starts to hit them, the P.E.K.K.As will just hit the king. All 3 P.E.K.K.As hitting the king once, the king's down, so no problem there. The rage spell, again, raged P.E.K.K.As and bowlers through a wall, no problem. Lost a bowler to a spring trap, poison on the clan troops, but now you've got your raged queen in there. If you're lucky, you might have had a raged wizard in there as well. So now he's got 5 wizards left, basically for cleanup, and he didn't send maybe 2 or 3 in with the kill squad to try and benefit from the rage. So they're all just sitting here waiting to do cleanup duties. Now, the thing that I don't like about this kind of attack, apart from you might not be able to predict the pathing, is the lack of hogs. Now, if there were some very well placed spring traps around this area right now, like those hogs jumping onto that air defense, boom, they would have gone. Now the hogs coming from the wizard tower, if they're going towards that archer, okay, there's a big bomb there, so that hasn't affected them. But if they all path over, you see 1 hog just went then from the mortar. If they'd gone over in that fashion, instead of the 1 hog, he might have lost 3. If there was a spring trap near that cannon, if there was a spring trap near the other air defense. So there's a lot of ifs and this, if that, if that. But when you're only bringing in 12 hogs, it doesn't take very many spring traps to ruin your hogs. And I've got a base where basically if you don't come into that base from the spring trap side, then all the hogs you send in, you'll lose 18 hogs, basically. So anyway, that's it for today's little P.E.K.K.A. 3 P.E.K.K.As, 3 healers, and 3 stars. I did have a video of this earlier. I did a 7 P.E.K.K.A. raid, so I'll put the link up in the description below, and I'll put it at the end of this video as well. Do check out that one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please give the video a thumb up, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of the attack. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.